Shalom, I'm giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the one who the world calls God. Yahweh Shai is the one who the world calls Jesus Christ. So what you got going on right now is the Heavenly Father is having Esau put more of the spotlight on the Northern Kingdom, which the Northern Kingdom is the Native Americans and the indigenous peoples, right? The Heavenly Father is having Esau put a spotlight on them, having them be seen as enemy number one, to where that thing was reserved for Judah for the most part, but having them be seen as enemy number one, having the spotlight be put on them and things like that, because they're going to realize as well this is not their rest, because what they've been trying to do is blend in and trying to blend in with Esau and things like that. But Esau is telling you that you're different, because you have a heavy amount of the Northern Kingdom, the Cubans, the Ricans, and mainly the Mexicans that like to brown nose Esau. Hundreds of illegal immigrant criminals arrested. Hundreds more flown out of U.S. by military. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I've been saying this for years, but, it's going to get to the point where you see in Arizona and California, all these Texas and all these different borders, you're going to see them opening fire. And with these different executive orders, who's to say that, Trump don't put in an executive order that says, hey, suspend the all that checking them and, blocking them, trying to play football to keep them from the fence. You trying to use zone coverage and block them from the fence, trying to get hip to hip, trying to ride around the horse. Nah, just spray. And that's the time that we're coming in. Hundreds of illegal immigrant criminals in the United States were arrested Thursday, and hundreds of others were flown out of the country on military aircraft as President Trump's promised deportation operation got underway, the White House said. In a post on X Thursday night, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the Trump administration arrested 538 illegal immigrant criminals, including a suspected terrorist. 4 members of the Tren de Aragua gang and several illegals convicted of sex crime against minors. And here's the thing: when people are in fear and they're scared, everything is the same thing. Just like the snake analogy. If there's a group of snakes and only a few of them are poisonous, are you gonna jump in with them? So once they start labeling something as, violence and gangs, everybody's scared of the cartel. Everybody's seen the headless videos and things like that. Everybody's terrified of the cartel. So, even these people that are so-called, liberal, everybody come in, they're like, hey, get these people out of there, because they're scared. They don't want these, brown people with tattoos on their face, to chop their head off for some drugs or whatever, sold for ransom. So they're in the mind state, hey, get them all out. Who cares? And that's, and when fear comes, that's how you see, these different laws, they get kind of okayed. And it has now to spread into U.S. It became something of a flashpoint during the presidential campaign. Those 538 arrests included 373 people with criminal records and 165 people without criminal records, aside from immigration violations. According to the documentation provided by a senior administration official, another 1,441, which that's a spiritual number, people were removed or repatriated. According to those records, arrests included a 23-year-old Ecuadorian citizen convicted of rape. He was arrested in Buffalo. Another arrest in Buffalo was that of a man from the Dominican Republic who was previously convicted of continuous sexual. Jesus, criminy, man. So yeah, like they said, with and without criminal records. But yeah, it's going to get worse, man. Right now they're doing arrests and all that and flying people by planes, military planes, and getting them out of here. But soon it's just going to be spray. And then you see how they have all those industrial caskets. With that being said, let's get into the scriptures. Yeah, I was trying to peep the movie Enemy of the State, as you can see. Hosea 9 verse 13, Ephraim as I saw, Tyrus is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. So, you have, which, a lot of them are running from things that they got going on amongst themselves that they can't fix. And that's also due to the curses. But what do? They make that trek and, they risk their lives to come to the United States. Little do they know that there's another set of situations and perils that befall them here. Some of them have the glory story and some of them don't. Jeremiah 50 verse 33, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, they refused to let them go. And then you see that with that Roosevelt picture with the native on the one side and the Negro American on the other side. They're pressed together. Micah 2 verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction, right? So the more Esau does his thing, and the more these different things happen, the more our people are slowly seeing that this is not our rest, that if you look at early parts of history, if they're saying make it great again, point to a time in history where it was great for you Israelites. You definitely don't want to go pre 1800s, because they had that encomienda system, for you Latins. And Judah, you already know, slavery to Judites, So yeah, the more the Heavenly Father has Esau put that squeeze, the more, different of our people will start to just see and understand what's going on, But until then, they're going to be questioning if Martin Luther King or Malcolm X would tip a stripper more, and doing AIs of harlot rappers and Martin Luther King, and arguing with the daughter of him and saying she shouldn't be mad that somebody's making fun of her father, her deceased father. Ridiculous. That I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai Shalom.